Dear Minecraft, you know the phrase, you don't know what you got until it's gone? It's probably a common phrase many of you have heard, and Minecraft in a way is the same way to me. For most, Minecraft is a game with memories lost to time, kept in the back of their heads for a multiple amount of years, until one day it comes back, whether it be through a recommended video in your YouTube feed, or you just having the interest to play Minecraft again and see how much it's changed. It makes sense why all the old players of this game aren't around as much anymore, and it's not due to hatred or resentment, but we just grew up. I started playing this game in 2011, and to give you a picture of what that time was like for me, well, I was merely a 4th grader who happened to stumble upon it. I played it on this half-working PC, but to me, it didn't matter. I was so fascinated with this new world of discovery that everything else in life seemed to fade away for a while. Eventually, by 2012, the Xbox 360 version came out, and I switched onto there. I honestly can't tell you why I switched boats, as it's a bit of a blur for me. It just felt right, as I was more of a console player during that time. Minecraft gave you the blueprints and environment to let you tell your story. It seemed to give you all the time in the world to plan out your next chapter. And while you were deep in thought, planning out your next building or diamond mine, you always were accompanied by the familiar faces of the soundtrack as you pondered and played. The game really did leave a lot of resonating memories all those years later. And it's because it allowed you to play the game however you wanted, and with whoever you wanted. And the only limit, it seemed at that point, was your imagination. Minecraft, for all that time, was all I would play. I would come home from school, find the nearest chair, and just sit down and play Minecraft with my friends, without a care in the world. The game was simple, and likewise, so was life at the time. Elementary school was a joke to us. We were just kids living in the moment, as everyone older always told us to enjoy it. But a whole new world was made outside of Minecraft, once I found enjoyment in watching other people playing this game. And YouTube was the perfect place to facilitate that need. Many of the YouTubers I watched at that time, including Nova, who had a Minecraft series inspired off The Walking Dead, and I would binge each episode and greedily await the next. At the time, it was the cream of the crop for YouTube, and myself. And watching other people alike play with different mods or in different ways was intriguing to me. Tobuscus, who would argue to this day had one of the most entertaining and fun Let's Plays to watch over the Aether mod, something I was fascinated with at the time. It was a whole new way to play the game, and I was hooked. And while I was mainly playing on console, which gave me no access to those mods, I was more than okay with watching many others people like Tobuscus play it. Towards the turn of late 2013, everything in my life kind of went south for me. I moved to a completely different part of my state and left all my friends behind, and with it, a piece of my childhood. I had just started middle school, so my transition there was a lot easier, and I had more of a clean slate to work off of than anything. The mods of Minecraft became more and more less intriguing, and I favored the vanilla experience with a couple of friends more than anything. But even that novelty wore off, both in part way that I was less connected with those friends of the long past, but Minecraft in the past 2 years I have been playing has changed drastically. Long gone were the days of just building houses and mining. Now, new redstone items, dimensions, and enchantment tables became a part of the Minecraft experience. And I'm not saying that they were bad additions. Actually, I believe they were welcome. But to me, they just weren't the same experience that I had depicted of the game to be. But I realized that that's the beauty of this game. Whether you started playing a week ago or 7 years ago, everyone has their own definition of what is Minecraft. For me, Minecraft was the first time you picked up that game, made that first world, looked around in awe of the cubes and blocks that facilitated this unknown environment you were yet to explore. Minecraft to me is that first tree you punched, and ultimately, that first pickaxe you crafted. It's that first shelter you molded out of dirt and wood, waiting out the dangerous night. It's building the first house with a feeling of pride and accomplishment. That first mine shaft you dug out. That first cave you came across. Discovering all these ores like iron, then gold and lapis, redstone. Then there's that first patch of diamonds. A feeling of pure bliss for only but a moment. It's that feeling that you've reached the peak of a mountaintop, only to find that this is merely but the beginning of a journey, and that more lies ahead than you barely know. Being clueless in this game was the best experience of them all, and the term ignorance is bliss is truly the best way to sum up Minecraft, because only once that discovery curiosity is gone, you'll never experience that again. One video that I've come across since this reflection on the game of my childhood. I stumbled across this video called A Tribute to Minecraft by a well-known YouTuber named Jay Schlatt. And his video was one of my heavy inspirations to share my own experiences with this game and how I grew up with it. But one thing that really caught my attention in this video was how the music has always stayed the same. It is basically the one thing that hasn't changed much since the beginning. Reflecting upon that now, it's true. The music truly is timeless. A few weeks ago, I was fortunate enough to get in contact with an old friend who I played this game so much with so long ago, back in 2012. Upon exchanging what's been happening in our lives between each other, Minecraft came up in conversation. And with that, a mood of nostalgia and an emotion of reminiscence. We decided to hop on our old Xboxes for old time's sake and play a world that we spent days on all those years ago. And not only a few minutes after playing, C418's Hagstorm faded into our world and warmed our memories. What once was just a couple of basic melodies playing in the background of our worlds was now the center stage of memories in a simpler time. We spent a good while looking at the village of houses once occupied by old friends who haven't been on in years. Signs with dates of when certain buildings finished construction, left known as a monument of the past. We made a floating creeper out of green wool, which was once a huge project that many friends, including me, slaved away at. Unstacked pork chops laid in chests, and empty mine shafts longed to be explored in again. It was all there, at everything we did, and we didn't cry, and we didn't laugh. As a matter of fact, we didn't say much at all. It seemed that the music did all the talking, bringing back all those memories, and all we had to do was silently observe everything we've done. It was an artifact of my childhood, and who I and many of the other friends who were on until the very last moment we logged off all those years ago. Minecraft is so special because it's what I grew up playing, but like a childhood, you only get to experience it once, and now this game just remains a time capsule of when I was once more happy. Hey guys, I'd like to thank you for checking out this video. I understand this is a bit different from most of my normal videos, and there probably won't be many like this. But this is just something I really wanted to get off my chest, and I thought with the further expanding audience, I would be able to maybe share some of my experience, and maybe some of you could potentially relate that ever played Minecraft, but don't that much anymore. If not, more content, regular content, be coming back in the future. I don't plan on making much of these emotional videos, as they're not really tailored to what my channel is about. Hopefully we have Portal 2 coming up next. I really need to get working on that. So, but otherwise, thank you for watching. If you did like this video, I'd appreciate if you leave a like. Maybe subscribe if you do want to see more content from me in the future, or check out my other videos. With that, leave a comment down below, letting me know maybe some of your experiences with this game, if you ever had any. If not, then tell me what you like or dislike about Minecraft, especially nowadays. And with that, thank you for watching. Have a good day.